Welcome to Grand Ledge, Michigan, home to the largest rock outcropping in central Michigan. Hey everyone, Scott the Scott Man, and welcome. What's cool about Grand Ledge is, as we'll see later in this video, there's a nice collection of rock outcroppings along the Grand River, which in some areas even stretches up to 60 feet tall above the river. In this video, we're going to be checking out downtown Grand Ledge, check out some of the many parks in the area, of course walk along the Grand River, and then of course get some dinner while we're here too. So yeah, Grand Ledge is a great weekend destination from Detroit, Lansing, Grand Rapids, anywhere in Michigan. So I'm going to tell you why you have to come here one of these weekends. So let's go explore. Native Americans have called this area Big Rocks over the years. Pioneers from the east came over in the 1830s and started settling into the area. A man named Henry Trench came in and owned around 40 acres in what is now downtown Grand Ledge. He said that nature had named it the only ledge upon the Grand River. This led to the naming of the village, which then turned city, Grand Ledge. Later, a dam and a mill were built along the Grand River. The two sides of the city were first connected by a bridge in 1853. Here in Grand Ledge, we have a very nice community with a lot of great shops and restaurants. And to learn more about the great history of Grand Ledge, you can learn more inside the Grand Ledge Area Historical Museum. Unfortunately, it's closed today because it's only open on Sundays from like 2 to 4 p.m., but still a really cool building. The museum is inside an 1880 cottage, which was purchased by Byron Platt, and then around 1940 is when Mary Shearer bought the home, and she lived in there for a good few decades or so until she sold it over to the United Methodist Church. And the church gave it to the city in 1984 to dedicate it as the historical museum. So let's head back into downtown and check out some other cool historical sites. And now it's time to head back into downtown. Along Johnson Street, we have some beautiful historic buildings. Like for example, over here we have the beautiful library here in Grand Ledge. And then right next door we have the Trinity Episcopal Church. Just take a look at all these beautiful historic buildings right along in here. Now let's start to head over to the Opera House. And across the street we have the Grand Ledge Opera House. This was originally built in 1884 as a roller rink, and then it became a beautiful opera house, putting on a lot of different performances. And over the years, it later became a movie theater, a warehouse, and a furniture store, until eventually in 1993, it became an opera house once more. All right, so let's go across the Grand River, check out the other little downtown area. It's pretty cool how Grand Ledge has two downtown areas, one on each side of the Grand River. The south side has the much larger downtown, and then the north side has a little smaller business district. All right, so yeah, had a great time exploring downtown. Now let's go check out some of the beautiful parks which you can find along the Grand River, starting over at Jaycee Park. And welcome to one of the many parks along the Grand River here in Grand Ledge. We're starting off over here at Jaycee Park. It's a beautiful little park along the Grand River, just to the east of downtown Grand Ledge. We got a lot of cool stuff from a boat launch where you can put in your boat, canoe, or kayak. There's also a playground for the kids. There's a basketball court. There's a little music station where you can make your own music. And also, in the summer, they put on some live music every Thursday over here at the amphitheater. As a matter of fact, too, even on Saturdays in the summer, they even have a market that goes on here at this park. All right, so we're gonna head that way down along the Grand River, walk along the Riverwalk, head over to some other parks in the area. And here's our next park. This is Island Park. It is located on the largest of the 7 islands within the Grand River here in the area. So what's cool about this park is that, well, after you cross over the bridge, is that back in the 19th century, there used to be like a roller coaster, a casino, and a resort, or even, I'm thinking even like a hotel over there too, but it's like, looking at it now, you would never have known those would have been over there. And we've made it to the end of the island. And if you look out over this way, you can look down the Grand River and you can begin to see some of the famous ledges which are here in Grand Ledge. At the top of that, that's where Oak Park is. We'll head over there a little while later. But yeah, we'll even get a better view as we head over to Fitzgerald Park. But before we do that, I'm starting to get a little hungry. So don't worry, we'll get some cool views of the ledges in a little bit, but we're gonna head back in the downtown, we'll go get some food. All right, it's time to get some dinner. So we're standing back in downtown in front of Cugino's. It is a highly rated Italian restaurant located right here in downtown Grand Ledge. For what I heard, it's supposed to get really busy in there, so I figure it'd be a good time to go a little early before dinner, so that way we can get a guaranteed spot and have some delicious food. And then after that, we'll have to go check out the ledges. All right, so made it inside after like about a 40-minute long wait. This place gets really, really crowded, but with how popular it is, I can understand why. Got a nice interior in here. And lots of great pasta dishes and lots of great Italian classics. I had to get the lasagna al forno. This looks huge, by the way. Packed full of mozzarella cheese, ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, and of course, ground beef and lots of marinara sauce. Also comes with some bread too. Had some of the bread off camera, and that was pretty good. Cooked perfectly nice and warm. Also, they even gave me a salad too, which was pretty tasty too. All right, let's dig into this lasagna. This is fantastic. Cheese is cooked to perfection, very fresh, I have to say. It's phenomenal. The pasta's cooked very well too. I'm gonna enjoy eating the rest of this. That was absolutely delicious. It was very filling too. In fact, I couldn't even finish it all because I knew it when I saw that big thing of lasagna, and it was one of the biggest lasagnas I've ever seen. It's like, I am full and I couldn't even finish it all. But it was really good, very rich and delicious. Absolutely loved it. Yep. I can see why Cugino's is highly rated and why there was even like a 30 to 40 minute long wait, even 30 minutes after the restaurant opened. All right, so I think we're gonna check out Fitzgerald Park and then we'll conclude over at Oak Park before we conclude the video. And welcome to Fitzgerald Park. This is located on the western side of Grand Ledge. This is a huge park. We got everything from baseball fields, basketball courts, volleyball courts, playground, and also picnic areas. And of course, there's a boat launch along the Grand River. And what we're gonna be doing next is there's a nice little trail which will take us along the Grand River and we can see the ledges. So we're gonna head over there now. What a remarkable trail. This is, I didn't even know that, it's like, I'm just speechless right now. I didn't even know this was here till just yesterday when I was researching Grand Ledge, Michigan. There are so many cool ledges on both sides of the Grand River. It almost looks like the trip to Hocking Hill State Park I did a couple weeks ago in Ohio. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's like absolutely incredible. It's worth coming here just for the ledges. And if you look on the other side, that is Oak Park. We got some even more ledges. So over at Oak Park, it's another place where you can see some cool ledges. We're gonna head over there to conclude the video. I'll have to drive over there because the river's a little too cold to go swimming. But what's cool about Oak Park is that people will even go rock climbing over there. All right, so we're gonna head over there and let's go conclude the video on the other side. And we have made it across the Grand River, and welcome to Oak Park. This is our last stop in our visit here to Grand Ledge, Michigan. So what's cool about Oak Park, as I was just saying when I was over on that trail on the other side of the river, this park sits on top of some very rocky ledges. I don't know how to rock climb, but I did see a trail over here where we can take our way down, where we can see some cool ledges, and we'll conclude the video over there. Look how cool this is. You got beautiful rocky ledges even on this side of the river. So we're right underneath Oak Park right now. And as you can see over here, you can see where people have done some rock climbing today. So people will climb up and down these rocks. It's a great way to practice rock climbing, especially if you're planning to go like to areas like in the Appalachian Mountains, or even out west to like the Rockies or the Cascades, etc. But yeah, I had no idea this was here in Grand Ledge. I'm so glad I checked it out today. It makes for a great weekend destination or weekend getaway from Detroit, Grand Rapids, Lansing, or even coming up from Ohio, or even from Chicago. You have to check out Grand Ledge sometime. It is absolutely fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video here in Grand Ledge, Michigan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott of the Scott Man signing out here from Grand Ledge, Michigan.